Hello, I'm Somalia.
And I'm Jasmine, and we're back for another incredible season of Fusion Talk Show. So today in Fusion, I'm totally excited because we're... What?
Jazz, how long have we been friends?
Forever. Why?
Because I know that a certain someone asked you out through your DM, and I know you like this guy, and you did not tell me. Like, how can you keep that from me?
I mean, it was kind of a traumatic experience.
I know you were interested in him,
I
so
mean,
what?
Yeah, I was, but he messaged me and he was like, hey, and I was like, hey, and he's like, let's just go, you know, you can come chill and you can watch some Netflix with me. And I was like, what? Netflix
No,
and chill?
he could have at least taken you to AMC, Jazz. I mean, bought you a large popcorn.
I like a lot of extra butter on my popcorn.
But it's okay, Jazz. You know what? Because confidence is very important as we're navigating throughout our lives. And as youth, we need to know that we have worth. On today's episode, Royalty, we're going to talk about how we allow others to treat us and how we can treat ourselves as kings and queens. Let's talk about it.
Telling you all we know. Watch and see how you will grow. 'Cause teens and parents are bridging lines of communication on Fusion.
Fusion Talk Show. If you expect to be treated like royalty, you must act like royalty. That's the first step of the golden rule.
Join me in welcoming my higher self founder, Nashid Shaief, to Fusion, guys.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. So
Pleasure.
when talking about how teens can, carry themselves as kings and queens, what would you say is like, some, matter of fact, off the top of your mind, like how can they do that?
Right.
Like what does that mean exactly?
So one of the most important things is how we view ourselves and how we portray that to the world. So I actually call those the royalty mindsets. And we actually think about how do we think in order to perceive ourselves as royalty. So the first of those is love. It all starts with love. So when we talk about love, we think of a few different things. Some people talk about love of relationship or
Right.
the love of community. But specifically, I'm talking more about love of self.
Right.
And how do we develop that love of self? It mirrors pretty much every other relationship we have. The only difference is we're always in a relationship with ourselves, right? Now, at every moment in our lives, we're in a relationship with ourselves.
Yep.
So at certain points and certain times in our life, we have to reevaluate that relationship and see if it's working for us or not. And it kind of mirrors the same steps. Sometimes it starts with a breakup. And you have to break up with the you that you are currently.
Wow, having to change you for the better.
Exactly, having to change who you are and really take an honest look at yourself. So it starts with that sincerity, being sincere and being honest with who I am. And understanding, is that someone that I want to be in a relationship with? Is that the me that I want to be? After that, I say after the breakup, then we have to find the you that you like. So it starts with like. And that really starts with identifying our values. What are the values that I possess that I actually like? So when we talk about values, some people think, if I say I value something, then that really means it. But that's not always the case.
Right.
So it's what do I actually demonstrate the values that I have? So do I say I value family, but I'm always talking against my family? Do I say I value honesty, but I'm always lying? So one good way to measure that, and people say, if you act outside of your values and people aren't surprised, that probably isn't a real value that you have. So if I say I value honesty and I'm lying all the time and nobody is shocked by that, then that's not a value that I'm really demonstrating. So we have to find that we like, that person that we like, and then start that relationship with that person. And finally, it's about quality time. That love of self. We have to find ways and experiences to spend time with that person that we like and start to develop and culture that relationship. And so we go from like to quality time to understanding our values to eventually loving who we are and ourselves.
And what's some of the different exercises that you have youth do, just to get to know themselves more?
Right. Okay, so the first one is literally writing down who we are, writing down our dreams, starting off with a real vision of where we want to see ourselves. So what I tell students to do is Imagine if I'm working with a group of 12-year-olds. I say, okay, you're 15 years, you're 27. Really, what does that look like to you?
Right.
So that's the first part that we start with. And if we think about it, every young person, every teacher wants for their child, we say, what do you want for your child? And they all say the same thing. We want them to be happy and we want them to be successful. But then we look at the numbers. And statistically, 87% of adults don't like the job that they're doing. 67% of people aren't passionate about it. So we're like, how are we missing the mark by such a large margin when people grow up? But it's because they haven't found out who they authentically are, number one, and they haven't found out their true passion, and they haven't tried to work from there. So we have students first try to identify what their dreams are in an authentic way. What is this really supposed to be? And then we move from there and have them try and backtrack, okay, what do I need to do today to start to become that person that I want to be?
And that's very interesting that you say that, because we had a vision board party, and I just feel like it really helped like the youth really think and see, because it's hard sometimes for us to see past like our age now.
Right.
So envisioning like what we want our lives to be like is, you know, I feel like a vision board definitely helps.
Yeah, actually, I'm doing a vision board party for adults, because we talk about with youth a lot, but these same problems are most adults are going through these same things. So that vision board piece is a huge part of it, and like you said, just really getting a clear picture of exactly what it is that you want.
Right, because I definitely feel like we definitely go through different phases of our lives, and yeah, it's not even, you're not too old to, you know, figure out what do you want to do. So tell us about your organization and, you know, what makes you so passionate about working with the youth.
Okay, so I was teaching for 3 years in Detroit. I went to school here. I graduated Morehouse College, and I went to Detroit and business major. The whole way through college. I knew I hadn't experienced my fourth year of college. I went to South Africa, to Cape Town.
Okay.
And through that experience, I kind of knew that wasn't what I wanted to do, but you know, I kind of kept pushing it. But my mom asked me to come to Detroit to help out with my brother.
Okay.
She had him when she was 42. He was 15. My father had passed him years before. So she said, I just can't really do anything with a 15-year-old in Detroit at 57 years old. And so I went up and I fell into education. Had a really great response, had some great students. And the second year I met a guy, B-Man is what we called him, Bernard, and he had a 0.5 GPA.
Okay.
Kind of supposed to be tough, but a really good guy.
Right.
So he came to me one day, was like, I want to go to college, Mr. Shaief. And we worked out and found out he was really great at math. The GPA went from 0.5 to 3.5, incredible. One semester. Graduated with about that. I got a call at a dinner party one day, a text message, and it said, did you hear about B-Man? It was actually from another teacher. That's what we called him, B-Man. And I was like, no, and I'm expecting, you know, that he graduated college or started his own business. And she said he killed himself. And I said, you know, what happened? Because I thought he was one of the ones that we saved. So Marcus Aurelius has a quote. He says, a noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. The first produces aspiration, the second ambition. And so what I realized is we were teaching a lot of our students to be ambitious, but not to aspire to anything greater than them.
Right.
So that's what really forced me to start my company, is how do we get the message to students, not to just get the 4.0 to get it. And the same thing with adults, to try and be the CEO to just to be it. Russell Simmons says, if you show me 15 billionaires, I'll show you 13 unhappy people. So we know that the money alone isn't it. The success, quote unquote, alone isn't it. How do you feel fulfilled in that moment? And so that was why I started my company, excuse me, My Higher Self, and I literally named it after that quote. You know, how do I find the higher person that I'm supposed to be, my higher self, literally, from that.
Wow, that I guess it just resonates with me, because I feel like even, I guess, in the working world, like people, they just do it just to get by, and you don't know how somebody's really feeling on the inside. And I feel like even as teens, we get caught up in, you know, grades and GPA, and it's just so hard. And even with me being in college, it's like, oh, I just gotta make it, I gotta make it, I gotta make it. And then you don't even think about, like, how do I feel about this?
What is the why? You know, we have to have that. I always tell people, you know, it has to start with a why. So we can't just say, do it just to do it anymore, especially with our young people these days. ways. They're a little bit more logical in their own way than we were. So they're like, look, I'm not going to work just to be working. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Show me the end game. And so one of the things that we do in the program that we have, the main program that we're working with, is called the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Okay.
And it's really about emphasizing, we were talking about that character over personality. So finding out who you are, working how to get to that point that you want to be at, and not focusing on the exterior of how people just see you, but who I really am internally.
So I hope you guys definitely got some great information from this, and take some of these qualities and really ask yourself, you know, am I somebody that I would like to date?
We're gonna take a moment for a quick break, but when we return, we're gonna dig deeper into how to be treated like kings and queens. We'll be right back.
Stay connected with Fusion on Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram, and YouTube.
Motivational speaker Tony Gaskin said, "You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce."
Join me in welcoming #1 inspirational best-selling author of Liquid Sunshine, Justin Hart, and founder of Lady University and the Lady Lifestyle blog, LadySonya. Hey. Welcome to Fusion.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question is, a lot of people think that when you consider yourself a queen or a king, you're coming across arrogant or like you're all that. Is that the case? Why or why not, Mr. Hart? I'll start with you.
All right. Well, let's say, on the light of being a humble king, then no. You know, it doesn't have to come across as being arrogant. You know, if you keep your chest from being puffed and your chin from being high, it doesn't have to be. You know, you can be a humble king. You can be.
What about you?
I think you can come off arrogant. Not saying that you're a king or queen, but how you act with saying that.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're saying that you're a king or queen, but you're like, I'm a king, I'm a queen, then you might come off arrogant.
I think it's also your definition of what you think a king and queen is. So what is your definition of a king?
Wow, my definition of a king, I would say that every king is a leader, but not every leader is a king.
That's deep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, right.
Not every leader is a king.
Is a king, right?
Right. So you whenever you think of a king, you think of someone that you look up to. You think of someone who not only has the ability to rule and be in charge, but also someone who isn't, like a dictator.
Right.
Just like point the finger, do this. I'll command you to do this. Someone that you can relate to, someone that you can almost befriend, but at the same time, someone that is not so overruling.
Right. I think someone also that can get down there on that level with you and isn't just, like you said, being a dictator.
Right.
What do you think is a true queen?
I think being a queen, you don't have to call yourself a queen. I feel that people will automatically call you a queen based on how you present yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're confident, if you are exhibiting characteristics where you're helping others, being caring, I think you'll show that you are a queen. Yeah.
Jumping on helping others, I think kings and queens associate with a lot of different people, but as kings and queens, can you have friends that aren't kings and queens either and maybe need some help and mentorship and aren't there and aren't respecting themselves and treating themselves the way that they need to be treating?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you balance that without losing your crowd?
It depends on your friends. It depends on your friends, because if they think that you're arrogant, then no, you can't have those type of friends. But if you have friends that say, hey, can you help me? Can you show me? Then sure, you can teach them how to be a king or queen.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it has so much to do with with each one teach one. That we can't have the expectation that everyone has learned and has gotten to a peak in life.
Right.
Because as we know, not everyone is familiar with a kingdom lifestyle. Sometimes you might be more familiar with more of a village lifestyle.
Right.
So whenever you go home, you're more so going not to the castle.
Right.
Where your parents are not the king or the queen.
No, they don't
to
act,
give that example.
They don't act like the king or queen.
Right. So you may be more familiar with the village mentality, and you have to kind of learn how to almost be a princess and a prince first.
Right.
Before you can even claim to have, attained a king or a queen status.
So what tips would you give a teen that wants to learn the kingdom lifestyle, wants to become a princess or a prince? Mr. Hart, I'll start with you.
It starts with humility. That's where it starts. It
Right.
starts with humility, just kind of just eating it up, being teachable, being coachable. You know, for myself, I'm grateful that I've had several kings in my life that have taught me different ways of how to carry myself, how to act, how to find a queen. You know, because whenever you get married, you don't want to find someone who is the flip side of what you're trying to attain.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then you're not gonna get any better, and so you're going backwards instead
You're
of
going
forwards.
backwards. Yep.
What advice would you give to a young princess out there, or a queen?
Respect herself. Well, that's the first and foremost thing, to respect herself. To just be positive, try not to be negative. Associate herself with positive people as well. Just be herself, don't try to be someone she's not, and just enjoy life. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for those helpful tips. And just know that it's a process. I know sometimes it makes it seem like it's easy, but these are two people that have that lifestyle of the kingdom mentality, and it's achievable.
Stay tuned, because after the commercial break, we're gonna chill with our Fusion audience, and we have a special performance just for you. We'll be right back. Hi everybody, I'm Somalia.
And I'm Jasmine.
And we're the hosts of
Fusion Talk Show.
So now that we know exactly what bullying is and what it looks like, we need to know how to prevent it.
I think we need to do a few things. Number one is educate people. We're destroyed for lack of knowledge. And what happens is people don't know. If they're not aware of the problem, then we can't form a solution.
Why do you think that a lot of teens aren't comfortable to talk to their parents about like personal things?
I feel that, parents, at the same time that they were teens before, times were different back then. So it's almost like the problems that we deal with may be the same, but different, tailored to our time.
How do teens separate, I guess, fake and reality and digital technology from actual real life?
Teens, you gotta know who you are, find your niche in what you do, because what's gonna make you stand out is you just being different in who you are, not flowing with everybody else. So.
Hi guys, welcome to our Fusion Kickback. We're here with our Fusion audience, and we're gonna talk about how we should carry ourselves.
So what did you all learn from the episode today?
We had so many different guests, so much information.
Well, today I learned that when I have my first date, it will not be a Netflix and chill date, whenever that is. Jasmine.
Shade.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even go. Why is it even bothering me?
You thought about it.
So Molly has been talking to you, little Jasmine.
So what about on social media? How do you guys think we should carry ourselves on social media? You want to keep it real.
Right.
Well, I think on social media, you should have respect for yourself.
Definitely.
Because if you don't have respect for yourself, nobody else will. So if you see somebody for the first time, they're not going to respect you because of what they see on social media.
Totally true. You don't want anything like contradicting,
Right, who
each
you
other.
are.
So what about for a future boyfriend, what should he be like, What should he exude? Confidence or?
He should have respect for you and not to rush things. And he should meet your parents first before y'all try to go anywhere.
Okay.
I like that.
Be true. Just on that parental guide.
Right?
Well, yeah, he should have respect for you, and also he shouldn't be looking for you to do crazy stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
no crazy stuff.
Yeah, he should get to know you first, most definitely.
Right. Well, after all of this, I want to listen to some music. And I'm so excited to introduce our special performer. She's kind of close to me. She's the co-host of Fusion Talk Show, my friend and your friend, Somalia.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Jazz. When we come back, we're gonna hear a song that I have from off of my EP, and it's called Riding.
My phone ringing, I gotta go. I I grab my bag, you at the door. I say, where we going? You say you don't know. I just let my seat back and let my hair blow. Those were the days. You were my baby, but now it's all a blur. Wish we could get back to where we were, when we would ride around town, top down, bass loud. Oh, I was down for riding round town. You was me, I was you, now we ain't cool, so now I'm just riding round town, top down, bass loud, getting down, riding round town, wishing you was riding with me, reminiscing about us. We had so much trust. We never listened to other people, but somehow you heard something, so I'm assuming that's why we stopped. Oh, riding round. Yeah, no more riding. You was me, I was you. I was riding round town, wishing you was riding with me.
Woo! Everyone, let's give it up for Somalia.
Thank you, thank you.
We want to thank all of our wonderful guests that we had.
Mr. Shaief.
Mr. Hart and Miss LadySonya.
And we want to thank our wonderful Fusion audience.
We
Thanks
love
for
you.
hanging with us. And we will see you next time on
Fusion Talk Show.
Telling you all we know. Watch and see how you will grow. 'Cause teens and parents are bridging lines of communication on Fusion.
Fusion Talk Show.
Hi, everybody. It's Somalia.
And Jasmine.
And we're the hosts of the Fusion Teen Talk Show. So today we're going to be making some different videos which are going to post every Wednesday. We're trying to get our subscribers up and we want to entertain you guys.
So follow us on everything we do. So we're doing this game. It's like 6 questions or how well. So we're testing each other to see how well that Somalia and I know each other. So we're doing the first question. Somalia has to guess what she thinks I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna guess what I think Somalia's gonna put. So the first question is, what's your favorite salad dressing? Okay, so
I don't know. Jasmine always does extra.
I'm gonna. Okay, are you ready? You can't look at what I'm writing. Hurry up. Okay, I won't look.
I don't even think I spelled this right.
Okay, you ready? Okay, I guessed ranch.
Oh, I put Caesar.
Oh my gosh, you're right! Wait, is ranch right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got it right! First question. Okay, that's
Okay.
good. All right, second question.
She's all fancy, y'all.
Okay.
Who is my favorite singer? Y'all know who it is. Have a seat. Jasmine knows.
You don't. Wait, you have to guess mine though. You know that, right? Okay.
Oh, I just wrote mine.
Yeah, you're supposed to guess mine, Somalia. That's the point of the game.
Sorry, y'all. I'm always thinking about myself. All right, so let's do this. Let's roll this one.
Yeah. So what's Somalia? What is her favorite? What is our favorite singer? Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Well, female.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Oh, you put Mariah Carey. Her favorite female is Beyonce. Her favorite male is Chris Brown.
You better know, honey.
So,
You better know. Okay.
You put Mariah Carey for me. I mean, she's go. I don't know. I don't really have one, honestly. So.
Well, yeah, that's true. You're like all into. All right, so it's your turn now.
What's your favorite candy?
Ooh, see, I don't even eat candy like that. But let me think. I don't even. I've been out of school for too long.
I don't know what yours is. You're right.
All right.
Yeah. I put gum for you. I don't even
really eat candy like that.
She
I
put chocolate.
Like
That's
a
right.
chocolate. I'm like, all right.
Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay.
Or wait.
Okay. Wait, we're doing 6, right?
We're doing 6.
Okay, so we just did like 3.
Yeah.
All right. Let me think. What is? Oh, where am I from?
Oh, okay. I can do that. That's kind of. Okay. Yeah, we got that right.
Massachusetts.
New Jersey. We're both from up north.
Yes. Shout out.
Okay.
Right,
favorite color.
Oh, okay. Let me hide this because you looking on my paper.
What is your favorite? Oh,
I know yours.
I don't know. Pink or purple?
It's both, and hers is yellow.
Yeah! Oh my gosh!
Let's go. All right, so are we on our last?
Yeah, last one.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no.
Favorite food?
All right.
Favorite food.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know. You eat a lot of different things.
Yeah, I do. I like a lot
All right.
of stuff. Okay, I got it.
You probably eat something healthy or something. Okay, I don't even know this place.
Okay, what'd you
I
got?
put like you like to juice.
I heard chicken. I like juice. Okay, that works.
Well, we want to
Right,
thank you guys for watching our video. Please tune in every Wednesday. Some of you guys have your Hump Wednesday, but I want you to tune in on our channel, Fusion Talk Show, every Wednesday to watch our different videos.
And let us know what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Telling you all we know. Watch and see.